The right client portal is going to save you time, reduce friction, centralize client delivery, and build trust. The wrong choice is going to add manual work and frustration and lose you time, maybe even clients. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my two favorite tools for creating client portals: Notion and Assembly, so that you can choose the best tool for you and your clients. If this is the first time we're meeting, welcome. I'm Chloe. And for the last 2 years, I've built over 50 custom client portals for businesses across all kinds of industries, from healthcare and medical to finance, environmental, digital marketing agencies, creative studios, and more. What follows comes from real implementation, not theory. Now, there are many tools that you can choose from when it comes to creating your client portal. I'm focusing on Notion and Assembly because these are the two that I personally use for client delivery, so I can speak to their strengths and trade-offs, giving you a solid overview of the best option without us having to do a deep technical dive. Now, in my last video, I spoke about the 5 key essentials every good client portal needs. 1, easy onboarding. 2, messages and support. 3, file management. 4, a place to store contracts and invoicing. And 5, an area to manage all of your tasks and deliverables. If you haven't watched that video already, I'll make sure to link to it in the description. We're going to use these 5 criteria as a framework for comparing the two platforms. Starting with Notion. In Notion, you build out your client portal yourself using pages and databases. What this might look like is creating a client portal database, adding a database template, and then within that template, you would build out your client portal. Typically, I would include a video at the top walking clients through how to use the portal. That covers our onboarding. On the right, I might have a progress chart so clients can get a quick overview of where we're at with the project. Then I would move on to our messages and communication section. This might include a database for managing messages, replacing the need for email. And then I might include another database for booking a call where I embed my scheduler into the page. Now, alternatively, I could just add a button to book a call and link out to my scheduler that way as well. It just depends on your preferences. And then underneath that, we'd have that section for our tasks and deliverables. Now, when it comes to managing files in Notion, you can either add a files and media property to a database and upload your files that way. Alternatively, you can use your / command and add your files either using a file block, a PDF block, or even linking using a web bookmark to an external resource. Now, I do have a free Notion template available if you want to add it to your workspace, play around and see how it works. I'll link to it in the description. The key thing to note with Notion is that it's not client portal software. Instead, we are using Notion's content block system to build out our own client portal. And of course, this comes with some pros and cons. One benefit to using Notion is that you have complete control over how it looks, feels, and functions. You can think of it as a flexible canvas and you can design that layout any way you like. From what pages you want to add, what databases and database views you want to include, and what tools you want to integrate into the platform as well. For example, I've embedded my scheduler directly into a database template so that clients can click in and book a call directly from there. Notion is also a great option if you're already using it as your project management software or business operating system. If this is a place that you're already managing tasks and storing all of your company's knowledge and SOPs, it can be really nice to have the client experience directly integrated into the same tool. Thinking about the financial investment, Notion can be a very cost-effective tool. You can essentially build out your base client portal for free, making it a very attractive option if you are a coach, consultant, small business, or team, and especially when you're working with a relatively small client base. And the final pro is that you can access Notion on all of your devices. Just keep in mind that when you're building out your layout, it's a good mobile-friendly experience as well. Thinking about some of the practical trade-offs to use in Notion, The biggest one is that it is not native client portal software. That means it doesn't come with built-in features for file management, contracts, or invoicing. Instead, we have to rely on third-party tools and integrations to add that functionality into our portal. Now, this can add a couple of additional friction points. For one, these third-party tools are not always free, or in order to connect them to our Notion account, we're going to have to use a designated automation software such as Relay.app, Make, or Zapier. And again, these tools are not always free either. This means that costs can creep up and that free client portal can become expensive, not just financially, but also in terms of time. There is a much larger time investment when it comes to creating and maintaining a Notion client portal. Even if you are using a templated portal, there are quite a few steps that you'll need to take in order to customize the experience to your client's journey, your offering, and your process. Not only that, if you are introducing automations or integrating third-party tools, there's a setup and maintenance of those as well. You are relying on multiple services rather than a built-for-purpose tool, so you become the glue that sticks it together. When it comes to inviting clients to Notion, they will have to sign up for a Notion account if they don't have one already. And for a lot of businesses, we will require giving them can edit content access. Now, because of the very nature of how Notion works, built on content blocks, it does mean that clients have the ability to edit or change things. And that's not always ideal. It's definitely something to consider in your setup. Again, part of that just comes down to the educational component, especially during onboarding. Now let's take a look at Assembly. Assembly is dedicated client portal software, meaning that it's built for purpose. And that really shows up in the features that are included. When you first log in, you'll see access to a CRM where you can manage all of your clients. You'll find your built-in message channels, file management, forms, tasks, contracts, and invoicing. You can even set up a storefront for different services, digital products, and subscriptions. As soon as you add a client to your CRM and invite them, they'll automatically access their own private branded portal. And what's important to note here is that clients will only ever be able to access their data. So if you set up a messages channel, they're only going to be able to see the conversations they've had directly with you. Invoices and contracts are private to them. Let's say you want to share a contract or an invoice just with the owner or the CEO. Having that added layer of privacy can be really beneficial. In instances where you have clients that have multiple businesses, Assembly have accounted for that too. And the most exciting feature, at least for me, is that even though every client has their own private branded portal, we get to manage all of our clients from a single dashboard. So we're not having to go in and out of each client's portal to engage with them. You just go to Messages, find your message channel, and send a message to an individual. Or in instances where you want to send a mass message, you can do that too, which is a lot harder to do in Notion. So that feature list for Assembly probably covers a lot of the benefits, but let's take a closer look at the pros. First one is that it's really easy to set up. Customize a few different settings and you essentially have a working portal that you're ready to launch. Depending on what tier you're on, you can also toggle off the Assembly branding. So you're creating this really intimate, personalized space for you and your clients to communicate and engage with each other. Security is always a priority, and Assembly makes it really easy to set up and manage permissions. Whether it's for internal team members where you want to give access to specific clients, and then of course clients where you might want to customize what they see in their portal. What's really nice about this is that it gives every client a unique and personalized experience while still being really easy to manage on the back end, as well as having all of your default apps included, such as tasks, messages, files, contracts, and invoicing. You can also bring in your own tools and integrate them into the software as well. Above all else, the biggest benefit is that it's purpose-built for client delivery. You're going to be able to sign up and get started right away. And because all of the essential elements are built into the tool itself, there is a lot less manual work, not only in setup, but also in maintenance. This is going to save you a lot of time. And I would say this is true not only for you, but also for your clients, because there isn't the same learning curve with Assembly. Yes, it's another tool, but when clients sign in, they cannot edit or change the structure. All they can do is see their navigation and then click through to access their materials. It's very intuitive and doesn't require a lot of hand-holding. That said, as with any tool, there are some trade-offs. And when it comes to Assembly, with all of that extra built-in functionality, it does come at a higher price point than Notion. There is no free plan with Assembly, and you do have to consider the features you want available, as pricing does increase with each tier. Now, it does include a free trial, and if you stay to the end of the video, I've got a little extra something for you. Another consideration is that Assembly is primarily for managing existing client relationships rather than prospecting. So you can absolutely add your leads to your CRM, but if you are looking for a tool to help you with lead generation or outreach, it's not ideal. You're probably going to need an additional tool to help with that stage in the client journey. When we're looking at knowledge management, Assembly does come with a built-in help desk, but if you are looking for real-time document collaboration, Notion still has the edge. Assembly also doesn't have a mobile app at this time, so depending on how you interact with your clients, this would be a consideration as well. Where Assembly really thrives is in client delivery and management. So if you've reached this point in the video, you probably have a good understanding about which tool is best suited to your needs. But if you need an additional decision framework, the key thing to focus on is operational efficiency and friction-free delivery. You also have to consider whether you're in a position to invest money or time. The best portal is not the one with the longest feature list. It's the one you and your clients will use consistently and effectively. Notion is a great option if you are already using the tool for project management, if you are on a budget, if you have the time to invest in creating your client portal, and you don't mind setting up and maintaining all of the automations and integrations required. Choose Assembly if you are in a position to invest a little money to save yourself a lot of time. You want something that is built for purpose and ready to go. You want to create that exclusive branded experience. You are working with multiple clients and focused on scalability. And you want the ability to manage all of your clients from a single dashboard. Choose a tool that fits your delivery style, meets your clients' expectations, and makes it easier, not harder, to deliver an exceptional client experience. Before we close this out, I want to thank Assembly for sponsoring today's video and making it possible for me to share this resource with you. They have been kind enough to offer us an additional discount. So if you do want to check out Assembly as your client portal solution, you can use Chloë at checkout to get $100 off of your initial purchase, whether it's the monthly or annual plan. That means if you sign up for the starter plan today and you're paying monthly, you essentially get 2 months free to check out the tool and experience the benefits for yourself. In addition to that, in my next video, I'm going to be walking you through how to create a client portal in Assembly in less than 15 minutes. So if you are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so that you can be notified when that video drops. In the meantime, I would love to hear from you. Do you have a client portal in place? Are you thinking about one? Do you have any questions or concerns? Leave a comment below and I'll meet you there. And if you'd like to continue watching, I recommend this one next.